And welcome back to the Red Crew. Is your boy Chesco. I am here with Luis, and we got a new member of the Red Crew, CE. All right,
We got CT.
we got CT and CE. All right, so who's CT? Oh, me. Okay, so yeah, so he's gonna be joining us, and he is an avid wrestling fan. So I'm good at everything. So we're gonna have
A little
trivia game going on. But before we go, we're gonna have this dumb conversation that we had with Luis for years about why Chris Jericho, even though he's great, he is not the greatest of all time. But I want to tell you how this conversation started. This conversation started once because one of the topics we had on the podcast was like, who is the greatest great of all time? Meaning, the example we got, who is Stephen Hawking better at science than Michael Jordan is at basketball?
Ooh.
Yeah, so he's the great of all time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that.
You said Chris Jericho?
And he said Chris Jericho.
When it comes to wrestling, I thought I
but
still
he
think
said
that
the
Chris Jericho
greatest
is
great.
one of the greatest.
The greatest great of everything. So Chris Jericho is better at wrestling than Einstein was at Phantom Theory, or what was it?
Phantom Theory?
What was it?
Just science?
It's physics.
Yeah,
Quantum. I mean, it's quantum physics.
Same thing.
He said phantom.
It was something. I don't know. But anyway, he said Chris Jericho.
But why did you say Chris Jericho?
I think Chris Jericho it's one of the best, if not the best, because of his ability to, one, his longevity within the business, his ability to transform himself and his characters to stay relevant within the business, and his contribution to the business.
Touche.
Still means nothing. There's no way.
But
And he's definitely way above The Rock.
you think he's way
He's
above
not
Ric
better
Flair?
than Rock.
Yes, absolutely.
Ric Flair?
Yes.
Sting?
Ric Flair.
Well, he's a better
No,
wrestler.
I would say that.
Oh, yes.
Like I would put Ric Flair over Sting, and Ric Flair definitely, because Ric Flair wouldn't be relevant without Triple H.
But Jericho over...
That is not true.
Not to the way, because he was going downhill until.
Well, because he was 80. He was done by the
He was wrestling at 75.
What was the group that they formed? There was
Evolution.
Triple H until Evolution. If Evolution was Triple H's way of trying to get him to kind of relive his glory days.
Relive his glory days.
Yes.
It doesn't mean he wasn't relevant.
He wouldn't be as
During that
relevant
time,
today.
Jericho was doing an angle with Trish Stratus and the creepy little bastard Christian. During that time, 2003,
Christian
Cage.
Okay, yeah.
Christian
That
Cage.
sounds goat-like, don't it?
I'm talking about again longevity, contribution to the business.
Okay, so yeah,
and ability to recreate
You're
himself.
acting like
every
he's the
single
only
time.
one that's done that.
Chris Jericho. Okay,
Go for
okay, Chris Jericho. WCW created the cruiserweight division. That's what they brought Jericho in for from Japan.
Yeah.
He was known as I can't remember.
Lionheart.
Lionheart.
I'm
See?
telling you, I know this.
I don't know. Like I can't remember like little names, but I can tell you like
Telling you, I may have a fighting chance here.
maybe.
But
But
I don't know which questions to ask.
which questions not to ask? But you said the greatest. Y'all were going greatest of great. I wouldn't even put Chris Jericho in that.
Like everything you said, The Rock just did it.
The reason why the story on why Jericho got the title. You want to know how he found out? He was like, we might as well. Vince McMahon, very bad person, in the news for everything right now.
Yes.
He was like, oh, why don't we just give Jericho the title? And
all
that's
it takes is a little bit. Look,
then he lost.
I made John Cena once.
Once. Where?
I was at the Buffalo Airport,
New York?
New York, and it was during his and not NXT, his Nexus
WWE?
days.
Nexus.
You know,
Oh, yeah,
remember
yeah,
he
yeah.
joined Nexus, you know, because he wanted to infiltrate from within,
2009,
right?
2010.
Exactly. And it was during, I guess, his kind of, if you want to call it, heel turn that he whatever might have done, because he was like kind of like a
He
bad guy
never
'cause he
really turned
yeah,
heel.
well, you and I can agree to that, right? But he was trying to be heelish because he was in Nexus, so he wanted to be a part of the team, right? To infiltrate. And I was in Buffalo, New York. I was in the airport, and I saw everybody coming out of the airport. And I see Heath Slater, I see Randy Orton, and I see a bunch of other people just coming out of the airport, and I'm like, I was excited. I'm like, maybe I was ahead of them, but I couldn't muster up. I was 17, 18 at the time. I couldn't muster up the courage to actually go up to one of them. And I see John Cena come on. I'm like, bet I got to go up to him. But I had no questions.
How was he as a person?
Terrible.
Yeah. Horrible. He was like one of my heroes at that point. After that, I never liked him after that.
Really?
Ask him why.
Why?
So I went up to him, and this is why I emphasized that he was during his Nexus days. And I went up to him, and I said, "Hey, Cena," like a teenager, right? "Hey, Cena, how's it going?" He said, he just kind of gave me the nod. Didn't look at me once. I guess he kind of just saw me from his peripheral. And I went to go shake his hand. He shook my hand. Never looked at me once. Huge hands. And I just asked him, because I didn't know what I got his attention. I don't know what else to say now.
Yeah.
And I said, "How did you get into wrestling?" And as he was walking, just a little bit of luck. And he just kept walking.
Now, what did he expect them to do?
A little bit more
Like,
attention.
like stop and draw out like a business plan?
You have to.
At least.
No. These people travel 365 days a year.
Of course, right now I have the perception of, not the perception, but the
you were
hindsight
18.
to understand.
You were 18,
exactly.
19 years old.
Exactly. So.
No, but still, he told you he was a terrible person right now.
What?
You asked him, how was he as a person? You answered terrible. You're not 18.
Well, he's a terrible actor.
You're not 18.
He is a
anymore.
horrible. I will agree with that.
He
He's
is
a terrible
the worst
actor.
ever. I don't know.
The
why.
Marine.
No, this new movie that came out, Ricky
Cena?
Staniki, something like that.
Oh, it come out
That
on
movie's so bad.
what's it
man.
on Hulu?
I don't know what it
Hulu
came
or
out to.
Amazon Prime. One of those two.
Okay.
He is terrible.
Have you ever seen his movie Cop Blockers?
I've seen that one.
But I don't know why
But
he wasn't nominated for the Oscars.
He wasn't.
No.
Why he wasn't?
He was naked at the Oscars. That's why.
What?
Didn't the Oscars just
Didn't you
happen
see
last
that?
I don't
Or was it
remember
the Emmys?
Oh, I don't know. I don't.
It was one. No, the only reason why I heard about it, I get a lot of wrestling stuff on my feed.
Yeah.
And he come out naked, covered up with a board just right here.
I don't remember that. You?
What?
John Cena naked. Do you remember that?
No, I don't.
No.
It was like talked about
Yeah.
in the wrestling community.
Okay, so settle the debate that we had.
So Chris Jericho. No.
So not the best, but would you say he's top 5?
No.
Top 10.
You're
20.
going to be more disappointed the higher you
Okay.
go.
Top
okay.
20.
Top 10.
Top 20.
Would you say he's above The Rock?
Hell no.
No.
The
So
hell?
you would say that The Rock is above
Jericho.
I would not.
What is
I
Jericho
would not.
better at than The Rock?
I would not. Everything.
Are you out of your mind?
I mean, he's got Fozzy.
Okay,
give him
he's
that.
a better rock star.
Eyeballs to the business?
You ever heard his song Judas?
Yes.
It's a song he uses right now.
Okay.
I don't know very much about AEW.
So who would be your top person?
Ooh, that one's hard. My top person. Let's do a top 5.
Oh, I'll do that.
I can do top 5.
All right. Number 1 is The Rock.
No,
Wait,
Rock's not number 1.
for him.
No, yeah, Rock's
This
number
is his
1.
number-
you,
his top
yeah,
5.
okay.
Rock's
Your
number
top 5.
1. 2, I'll give it to Shawn Michaels.
We can't put Vince McMahon in there, right?
No,
I wasn't.
no.
Okay.
He's under investigation.
Yes,
He can
for
keep
a lot
his,
of reasons, right?
He can keep his. Yeah, I'm not gonna say that.
Yeah. All right, so top 5, The Rock.
I'll give number 1 to The Rock. Number 2 to Shawn Michaels. Number 3. Let me see. Let me take my time here.
Ooh, you're gonna cut out somebody, and then I'm gonna get pissed.
Number 3. Okay, what's the criteria? Just as a character or overall?
Well,
I would say overall.
Overall.
Overall, okay. So yeah, Shawn Michaels. Number 3, The Undertaker.
okay. I thought you were gonna leave him out. And I was gonna get pissed.
Number 4. This may be a little controversial, but I'm gonna say Triple H.
No, I wouldn't say that's controversial at all.
I said Triple H.
He's not in my top 5.
And number 5 is the longevity. I'm struggling with Austin.
So the reason why you're having a gaffe with that, Austin got dropped on his head by Owen Hart.
Yeah.
On his neck. That's what caused him.
But he had a fire 5 years.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go with Steve Austin. That's my top 5.
That's the reason why.
But I'll switch the order a little bit. I'll go Rock 1, Shawn Michaels 2, Austin 3, Undertaker 4, Triple H 5.
Why do you put Rock 1 though?
Because first of all, he transcended. Nobody's transcended like him. Like he transcended. And after Austin, he had the biggest run. Like what that Attitude Era was crazy. That's been the peak of wrestling. That
We're in a wrestling renaissance now.
and it's not a
Yes, we are.
coincidence who came back
Cody
for-
Rhodes.
right at this time. It's not a coincidence, right? So, and he did what he did, reinvented himself, came back as a different, and he was the biggest actor in Hollywood, and he.
You know, Roman.
Huh?
Oh, we gotta
And-
do
and-
one on later on.
And I'm not
Yeah.
gonna lie, I was debating between Roman Reigns.
We gotta do a bloodline one, like a show just bloodline.
I'm down. I'm down for all of that.
But isn't,
I'm not too
isn't
like.
that every Samoan? There's
No.
no way they're all
Oh,
family.
Samoa Joe is.
Their blood.
Huh?
Their blood.
They're
It's not
blood
like
related.
it's. They did a blood oath.
But why is Paul Heyman in it?
He's part of
It's
the.
it's
He's
the
not
wise
blood.
What is he?
Man. Wise man.
He's a wise man. Of the
Yeah,
Okay, so your top 5.
My top 5. I'm trying to think of like everything, right? And that's okay. I would agree that he's probably not top 5.
How do you go from being a great to not
Okay.
even top 5?
I would say
Like,
Bruno Sammartino.
Ooh.
He couldn't
Hulk
move,
Hogan.
man. Oh, these guys can't.
But yeah,
wrestle.
but they
That was all
they
wrestling
brought-
was big people.
Yeah, that
yeah, but we said overall.
you gotta. I'm talking about overall. Wait, you have to keep it relevant to the times.
Hmm.
What?
You couldn't.
And to me, the contribution to the business is a lot.
If Chris Benoit hadn't did what he did, if Chris Benoit hadn't did what he did,
Yeah.
he would be top 5.
But he did.
Yeah. He's not even a top 100.
Well, no, he would be a top 5 wrestler.
Yes.
Yeah, wrestler. I don't think overall.
No, yeah.
I don't even remember his voice. Thank God. But like,
I still watch Benoit's world title win at WrestleMania 20. That was one of the. I liked it. That's something I would have booked.
Because it was an underdog. So
Yeah.
yeah.
All right, so Bruno
Okay, Bruno
Sammartino,
Sammartino.
Hulk Hogan. I would put Triple H in there.
At 3?
No, this is no particular order.
Oh, okay.
Triple H.
Bruno Sammartino.
Wait, are you doing that because Triple H now runs the business? Like, is this how we're doing this?
No, but I'm talking about contribution overall. I'm talking about a contribution to
What
the.
did Bruno Sammartino do? He was just there at the time because he's old.
He was the it guy. He was
Curtain
the it
call.
guy. Yeah.
You know
yeah,
what?
he was an it guy, but he
Triple
that was
H did
Triple
the
H,
curtain
but-
call with the click.
Yeah.
no Triple H. I agree with it.
Because
Bruno Sammartino is the one that I don't get it.
Bruno Sammartino is the iconic old school wrestler, and without.
Bro, you're forgetting.
Oh, I'm sure I'm forgetting a lot of people, but
And you remembered him is the problem.
no, but Bruno Sammartino is one of the biggest icons.
Did
from
you ever
that
watch
time.
any of his matches?
No, nobody has. Nobody has.
No.
You can
No.
you can watch them. There's a way to watch
Yeah,
them.
we
yeah,
can definitely
yeah.
watch
You
them.
can, but you don't want to.
I
But-
do.
You're like, were they good matches? Exactly. That's my point. It's like nobody wants to watch him.
You got 3. You need 2 more.
No, he has 1.5.
I'm trying to think.
He's just trying to be different. There's no way he wants Bruno Sammartino in there.
I just don't want to say The Rock. That's really what it is.
Because The Rock's definitely in there. There's no
Not
way-
top 5.
Like The Rock is in The Rock could wrestle. He had the look. He had everything. He had one of the best promos ever.
He now
What he did
Now-
in Toronto, I still watch.
Undertaker. is
speaking of
definitely
The
on there.
Rock, he now owns all of his catchphrases because he's
Oh, yeah?
on the board of the TKO.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, smart.
He owns his name. He
Gee.
owns Do You Smell? He owns
Yeah.
Jabroni. He owns all of that.
I mean, he's an intelligent guy. So the Undertaker, I'm missing one person.
Hulk Hogan. Can't believe Hulk Hogan done.
It's so hard not to put the guys that
Paved the way.
exactly. Like and that's why look, you have to have the it guys, right? The Rocks, the Hulk Hogans, the Steve Austins, the now Roman Reigns, the John Cena's. Like those people are. But
Well,
I
even
don't know
at
if I
the-
would put them in the top
So
5 though.
so forget 5.
Even in the end, John Cena couldn't really wrestle.
But he's never been good at wrestling. Like he was
He
never
was good on the mic.
Yeah, he was. And he brought eyeballs to the.
The
sport.
Rock, I will give it to him. Rock had the best promo.
Yeah, I mean,
Between Rock and Austin,
I don't know. Are we talking about what now we got to start categorizing promos? Are we talking about like promos that moved? Because CM Punk to me has the best promo on that.
the
Promos
The
that
pipe
moved
bomb.
what?
The pipe bomb.
the pipe bomb.
Right,
That was one promo.
But we're talking about best
But
promos.
yes,
The
if you're talking
pipe
about
bomb
best
is-
promo.
Okay, take the S off of it. That was one promo.
We're talking about the best promo.
CM Punk is relevant right now because of Drew McIntyre.
I disagree.
Again, I don't know.
I disagree.
I can't talk. I can't talk in the moment.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, and I don't think he's. I think
Well, they make each other relevant.
exactly. So you can't really say that he's relevant because of the other, because then you can say the McIntyre is only relevant right now because of CM
I like
Punk.
Drew. I like Drew.
I like Drew too. I wasn't big in the 2020s.
So you're 5.
It's my
You
five.
never
I'm
named
trying
a
to think
five.
of
Put Drew
my-
McIntyre in your top?
No, absolutely.
It would make more sense than Bruno Sammartino.
trying to think.
But he left and reinvented.
I'm trying. Yes, he did. I'm trying to be unbiased just because I like them.
Because you can even branch off and do wrestling family. Because there's a lot of those.
I'm trying to think who my 5th person would be. Let's say Austin.
Mhm.
Let's say Austin.
It's cliche.
Yeah, attitude.
So my top 5, in no particular order,
Mhm.
because it's really hard to rank.
right.
I would have to go back and watch certain matches.
Right.
And
And what
Uh,
are your categories? Because I honestly I did not include like obviously I didn't include wrestling ability in my,
yeah. Shawn Michaels is one of them.
and I think he has a whole package.
I say Shawn because wrestling back then in the early 90s, late 80s was big guys.
Mm-hmm.
He was a small guy. He came in with Barney Jannetty and did the Rockers.
And I was debating whether putting him or not. I mean, you know what? I'd take Steve Austin and I put him in there because I'm talking about contribution to the business, what he's doing at NXT right now.
But the
is-
bad thing is, because I've read Shawn's book.
Yeah.
The only book he's ever written
Was it like wrestling
on his
with,
own. Yes, I have it.
Yeah.
I read a lot.
What's it called? Wrestling with
Wrestling for my life.
Yeah.
I feel like you're moving the goalposts here.
Go ahead. Keep going.
Shawn Michaels,
Shawn Michaels.
because he did have to fight back. Because he was on, back then a lot of people did steroids, Percocets,
Mhm.
pain medicine.
Well, he did everything with steroids.
No, he did steroids too.
He did steroids too.
Okay,
He did
never
steroids
mind.
too.
That's what happened with Guerrero.
Yeah.
See, a lot of people forget Guerrero. Would I place him in top 5? No.
Yeah, I wouldn't put him.
No,
But-
I forget him.
I wouldn't put Rey Mysterio.
But I put him above Bruno Sammartino.
Okay,
I put
Shawn.
Hornswoggle above
Shawn
Bruno
Michaels.
Okay, Shawn
Sammartino.
Michaels.
Pat Patterson. You know who Pat Patterson is?
Yeah,
First Intercontinental Champion ever.
I guess I would. I would not put him in my top 5.
I wouldn't put him in my top 500.
Do you know who Pat Patterson is?
Yeah, he died. RP.
But you're talking about people. You're talking about people that paved the way.
Yeah.
Yours was Bruno.
No, it
Yeah.
wasn't. No, it wasn't.
I mean, you
Just
could
thought
have
of
put.
one name.
You could have put. What's his name?
Pat Patterson more relevant now than Bruno is.
Because he did.
Yeah, for sure. What is his name?
I don't know why The Rock is not a consensus here. Because we're talking about a contribution to the
Rock.
business. The business is literally what it is right
you have
now.
Rock on there?
No,
Okay.
The Rock should be top
to
2,
fight.
and he's not 2.
He's not.
We
I
can
can't.
agree, right?
I can't keep him in my top. I can't.
Why not?
All right, so
Why?
Yeah.
Okay, he left.
Well, yeah, but you can leave.
He took his ball, and as Vince McMahon would say,
yeah,
he took his ball and he went home.
Okay, who hasn't left?
plenty.
Taker.
Yeah.
Taker left. He ain't there.
Taker didn't. No, he
No.
retired, but he's still
Well,
behind the scenes right now.
Well, so is The Rock.
Ooh, that's different.
What do you mean?
Yeah,
he
He's moving
left.
the goalpost.
Yeah,
Like
but
the
he still
complete
left.
business.
Like, what do you mean?
Taker did not.
You don't have to explain yourself.
See,
Okay.
you're moving
Taker.
the goalposts
Okay,
here,
so
man.
Taker, okay.
Taker, Shawn.
He left like 8 times.
He was broke.
There's injuries. Anyways, go ahead.
Bret Hart.
He left.
Okay.
He went to WCW.
But left
He got screwed over,
and left.
but I could do a whole podcast on that.
He
Yeah.
deserved it. I agree. I'm sorry. I don't.
And who's your fifth? Who's your fifth?
My fifth.
See, it's so hard. It's so
Yeah.
easy to come up with 1, 2, and 2, and 3, but 4 and 5 are the harder ones.
When you're, I hope Boston wins. By the way,
Yeah, I hate that.
I really think when you're looking at everything, would they be relevant today using the same gimmick in 1997?
Oh, Bruno Sammartino would definitely.
Yeah, that
Well,
would
the Undertaker. would.
Or even when you go back to 1980, would Hulk Hogan work today? No. Like, okay,
Well, if we go by that, then there's only like 3 of them. Well, no, more maybe.
I
okay.
can't even put Roman up there. You can't.
Roman would be badass in
No.
1980. He would be the biggest.
Oh yeah, well
guy
yeah.
ever.
But let's think about this.
I would put.
Yeah.
Not
Roman
in
would be
5.
there. No,
what?
but
Not in top 5.
by your criteria.
No, but because now I agree with him. We're moving the goalposts a little bit.
Yeah.
If we're talking about people who are able to do what they're doing now,
In
back
1980?
then, and now,
He would be the biggest
Yeah.
attraction in the world.
You think?
First of all, he's bigger than everybody that existed back then. Human beings were smaller than.
Yeah.
And then he's more.
Did you not see Andre the Giant? No, I'm joking.
For the consensus. And they were not as athletic as him. He's bigger and he was more athletic than all of them.
Even with
and
leukemia.
once he find a charisma, like
Even with leukemia, like
Yes.
let's be real. But my 5.
But then
my
the
5.
Undertaker wouldn't fit. Because the Undertaker can't do that gimmick.
Yes,
today.
you can.
If he would have originated, no, it's too
Look what they did with
cartoonish.
Bray Wyatt.
yeah, you're wrong.
What do you mean? Bray Wyatt was never the Undertaker.
Neither,
Yes, he was getting there and then he died.
Yeah.
No, but he was very.
He was getting there.
No. He was there.
He was never the Undertaker status.
Yes, he was
never
about to
got
get
to that
there.
status, but
That's
he
what
was
I mean.
getting there.
He was getting
He was
there.
getting
But we're
there.
talking
He would've
about
been-
top guys.
He died.
Now what? They have
That's his fault.
Who they're bringing back? Uncle what?
Uncle Howdy tonight.
Uncle Howdy.
Tonight.
Oh, it's tonight.
I'm recording it.
Okay.
Who's that?
Who? It's supposed
It's
to be
his
like
brother.
Bo Dallas, right?
It's his brother,
Yeah.
Oh, isn't that what's his name?
Rotunda.
Mike Rotunda.
Like Rotunda, yeah.
They were the Rotundo
But
brothers.
do we know for a fact that it's him?
It's tonight.
But do we know?
It's
for a
Howdy
fact
and
that
a
it's
bunch
him?
of group.
Do
it's
we
a
know
group.
for a fact?
Yes, there's a countdown.
Ooh,
Do we
Jericho.
know for a fact that it's Rotunda?
Yes,
They've given it away, or
yes.
Hey man, how many times you gonna ask this?
Dirt sheets suck,
oh, that's what I'm saying. Dirt sheets.
but
That
there is a countdown, and everything points to Howdy. Everything points to Howdy. Everything points to. They're even saying Alexa Bliss is going to be back with them, or
as like Sister Abigail and that.
yeah, they're going to portray the Firefly Funhouse characters. So you're wrong when it comes to
Yes, you are.
Undertaker. Undertaker could get away with it. You would just have to evolve the character a little bit,
Yes.
and he did that.
He wouldn't
And
be able
his-
to go through his American.
AJ Styles.
Yeah. Oh, AJ.
AJ Styles is my number 5.
Really?
Again, we're moving the goalposts.
No, AJ Styles
What
is
has
my.
he contributed to the business?
He was there at the end of WCW.
Well, congrats to him.
He
Again,
survived
what has he contributed
WCW.
to the business? I love what like.
And then he went to Japan.
I don't like a lot of wrestlers today. He is one of the ones I like.
He
Now,
went to Japan.
Well, good for them.
He
But
went.
I mean, like, in
Think about
overall-
this: his exposure.
And that's where I go with Chris Jericho, right?
Exactly.
I put
because
Chris Jericho above AJ Styles.
I would too. Chris Jericho was able to go exit WWE or go through WWF, WWE, go to New Japan.
So here's my question:
What's up?
why wasn't Jericho on the founding board member, one of the founding board members of AEW, if he's so relevant?
But he
I think
didn't
that's
have
a
to be.
smart move,
He
though.
didn't have to be. He didn't have to be one of the founding members. But he's one of the reasons why popularity gained in AEW.
It still sucks.
No, but I'll answer that question. Why? It was a smart move.
You think so?
Yeah, it's a smart move because first of all, you do not want to take you take that risk when you need to take that risk, because to take on Godzilla.
So do you think Do you think Cody was right for leaving?
Absolutely.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, like, and I think he used them. It may not be the best sense of the word. He used them to get himself popular again, get back where he wanted to be, and then because
Sure
there's
beats
only
fucking Stardust.
there's only one NBA. Like,
Yeah.
there's only one NBA. You could be a great basketball player. If you're not in the NBA, you're not good enough.
So would you compare? You watched AEW?
A little bit, yeah.
I ain't never. I've watched maybe like 5 minutes of
Gotcha,
it.
yeah.
Couldn't watch it because of the camera. But would you could you compare AEW trying to do what WCW was trying to do?
I think I don't watch it, but I know a little bit of it.
Look,
It's exactly the same. It's exactly the same.
Do you think they're trying to go head to head with them?
They're trying, but they're not.
I think the consensus at the beginning was we're gonna be bigger than them, but I think reality hit really quickly because they have no organization.
I keep seeing photos of empty crowds.
Yeah, because that's what it is.
That's
Like,
what it is.
it's a rich guy.
Tony Khan.
Yeah, it's a rich guy who
His
had a
dad
dream,
owns the
but he didn't have
Jacksonville
an
Jaguars.
actual vision on how to get there. He thought that his ideas were the best ideas, and he let the Sioux run wild.
What do you
His
think was the problem with WCW?
ooh.
I'm never gonna get to this trivia.
Yeah, that's the last thing.
That's
we talk
okay.
About. The last thing we talk. But
What killed WCW?
I have a theory.
Okay, let's hear it.
My theory is in any conglomerate that you want to start from the ground up, if you don't start with homegrown talent, you're in trouble.
I agree.
So, WCW did not want to start with homegrown talent. They started with talent that was established by your competition. The problem that establishing talent by
And it's funny you say that because AEW did the same thing.
that's why I say it's the same thing. Why? Hulk Hogan, who took the place of Hulk Hogan? Chris Jericho. That was and
But I
Wait,
feel
what
like
do
it's
you
a
mean?
double-edged sword.
like who was the big star for AEW? Chris Jericho. And that was who,
It was going to be CM Punk till that whole thing.
but CM Punk
happened.
came after,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, CM Punk just came in like
CM Punk
last year,
came
2 years
after.
ago.
It's been 2 years.
So and that's what I mean. And after that, like look, if you use Chris Jericho to get your own talent over, amazing. But if then
They-
you go get the Big Show and you go get Mark Henry and you go get all WWE guys,
I don't think AEW would have worked without Chris Jericho, and
It-
that's another reason. And
has
I
it
do-
worked?
For the most part,
No, it's not. It's clearly
They're not doing.
but it wouldn't have even got to this point without Chris Jericho.
the only reason it's gotten to this point because they have the son of a billionaire who could throw away
Aw.
money. If it wasn't because of that, this thing would not work. This thing sucks.
He had to bring. So what Tony Khan did, talking about AEW, what Tony Khan did is
Take his daddy's money and
he had no experience.
yes, it's like
No, he
You
had
had
a lot
to
of
bring-
knowledge of the business, but he had no experience in actually running.
You had to bring in. He had to bring in the Cody Rhodes, the Young Bucks,
Yes.
to be that founding
who are
board.
these young bucks? Why I hear so much about them? And
It's
I've
a
never
tag
heard of
team.
them.
I hate 'em.
It's a tag team.
I hate them.
I'm telling you, no, and that's what it was. If you don't have homegrown talent, and second,
But they're
of all,
even pulling people from the indie circuit. They're pulling
but
Okada.
they're
They're
not building them. Is what I mean. These are guys that have either established themselves or
No,
were
but
established by
they are.
WWE.
Look what they did with MJF. I mean, MJF is homegrown talent.
Did you see? Okay, 2002, Triple H comes back, makes the big return after his quad tear, and he's wearing the motorcycle jacket, the
Yeah,
blue jean.
yeah.
You know what I'm talking
I
about?
think so.
MJF, when he came back,
Mhm.
he was wearing almost the same exact.
MJF is
Outfit.
a very intelligent dude.
He's gonna end up in WWE.
He will
And
eventually,
and I kind of want to see him in WWE because then he can. He has his core.
but he started there.
But
He didn't really start there. He was a security.
Yeah,
He was extra.
But
But-
I'll tell you. But here's what WWE does. What's his name?
MJF.
Yeah. As good as that guy is, he'll never be number one in
No.
WWE. For
And that's why they left and went to
for
AEW.
one reason, because they know my number one guy, I had to build him. Cody Rhodes is your number one guy. Guess who built him? WWE.
I wouldn't say they built him.
We were disagreeing on that. He did. He built himself in New Japan,
but he was
and then he
homegrown,
went
like,
over to.
he's
I don't
homegrown.
think.
It-
I don't think they built. I don't think WWE built him right.
yeah, it might as well. But they're the one who
They set the
had-
foundation.
So
That was
They
you're
it.
set
trying
the
to- okay.
foundation. Yes.
They were in Glasgow, Scotland,
Mhm.
literally right down the street from Air Scotland.
Yeah.
Drew McIntyre's from Air Scotland.
And they screwed.
It was Punk.
It's beautiful.
But that's good storytelling,
That's
man.
good.
I mean, it is.
And then they're mad.
But that
Be
build-up-
mad. I would have had Cody lose.
Not 2 years in a row.
I would have done it.
It would have killed him. It would have killed his
Yeah.
character.
It would have killed his momentum, anything that he has. I think that
The fans would have lost hope in him.
yeah.
But it's to piss off the fans. I think that's the funnest part of wrestling, pissing off the fans.
They just did that this weekend.
Yeah.
CM Punk literally slid into the ring in a referee's.
Who's the most hated wrestler right now?
CM Punk
Is it?
right now.
No, but like the
CM
most
Punk's
annoying.
such a good heel.
Most hated right now. Ooh, Dominic Mysterio.
I would make him.
Okay.
I would make him the champion.
No, you can't do that.
This is why you couldn't be a booker.
Yeah, you
I
gotta
would
build
make
them
him
up
right
even
now,
more.
and I would have him beat like Eddie Guerrero's son.
You would go out of business faster than WCW.
No, I'm telling you, that's how it. The more you hate me, the more or you better. Let me ask you a question. You watch whenever you watch the movie, after the guy saves the girl and they're living happily ever after. When does the movie finish?
Either
Right after that. You don't watch them live happily ever after.
I don't believe in half.
Yeah, like you only watch the chaos. As soon as the chaos stops, what do we do? Turn that shit off.
That's what happened to the Marine.
I'm telling you. So why will we let Cody be the champion? Let him chase forever.
No,
He needed
you
to.
can't do
And
that.
now I'm not watching anymore because guess what? I don't care if he is the champion. I want him to lose.
My sister
That
wanted
pain
Roman to
is
win.
beautiful. Anyways, let's do this trivia.
Trivia. Let's go.
All right. So question number 1 of our Trivia Night, WWE WWF 1996 through...
Hold on, we gotta go. Who's gonna go first? We gotta do rock, paper, scissors.
Wait, let me finish introducing the game.
Why don't you go first?
Okay, I'll go first.
We're going to do a 10-question trivia game of WWE versus WWF 1996 to 2004. 10 questions. I'll go from one person to the other. If one person cannot get it, they get to skip, and the other person gets to steal. So I think we know who our winner is going to be. Okay, so
I'm gonna shock the world, baby.
rock, paper, scissors. He's over here looking at
Alright.
my answers. Okay, 2 out of 3. Okay, one more. Oh. See, winning from the
first.
start. Okay. Question number 1. Who won the 1996 King of the Ring tournament?
Stone Cold.
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
He gets to go first.
He said I go first.
I gave him.
Oh,
that was it.
Oh, okay. So you
Go
go
to-
first?
Yeah.
Go to the next question.
Okay, wait, no. So who wins this one? Are you winning?
No, but
Yeah, me.
he knew it.
Okay, so
I
you
knew-
got okay.
yeah.
So then you're next. Now, question number 2: which wrestler famously?
Racialer.
Okay, we said I have a
I'm
speech
helping.
impediment.
I'm helping you. Which racial?
Which wrestler famously threw mankind off the cell in a cell at the King of the Ring 1998?
Undertaker.
Undertaker.
Yeah.
We're 1-1 tied up. Question
They're
number
so
3 for
difficult.
Chesco.
Yeah.
Chesco, what was the main event of WrestleMania in 1998?
Ooh.
It's WrestleMania 14.
Ooh.
1998.
What was the main event of WrestleMania in 1998?
98.
Remember who was relevant in 1998?
I'm gonna go.
You should be able to get at least one.
Okay, can I talk through it?
Yeah, go for it.
Go ahead.
So I know that The Rock and Steve Austin did 3, right?
Yeah.
I just don't remember if it was 97 or 98. I think it was 97, 99, 2003. So I'm gonna go with 98. 98. I'm gonna go.
Remember, it's main event. The main event of WrestleMania 14.
I have no idea what the number was, but he said 98.
1998.
So I'm gonna go The Rock, Triple H.
Incorrect. Would you like to steal?
It was Stone Cold
Versus
and Shawn Michaels.
Shawn Michaels.
Mike Tyson was
The
special
referee?
enforcer.
You knew that.
Okay. So now we have 2-1, and you get to answer another question because it's your turn. Question number 4 for the 3rd point. Which tag team was known for their finishing move called 3D?
The Dudley
The
Boys.
Dudley Boys. 3-1. Can you come back? Question number 5 for Chesco. Who defeated The Rock
Ooh.
and Triple H
You should
in
know
a
that one.
triple threat match?
Triple H.
Read that again. Read the whole question. I think it's wrong.
Yeah, who defeated The Rock and Triple H in a triple threat match?
Finish
the question.
Well, no,
Finish the question.
who defeated The Rock and Triple H in a triple threat match at WrestleMania 2000 to retain the WWE
It wasn't a
Championship?
triple threat match.
That's why I'm confused.
AI is wrong.
Well,
Yeah.
is the answer Chris Jericho?
No. It's Big Show.
Okay.
It-
Who?
No, well, I know the main event for that.
It was
like a
WrestleMania
tag
2000.
team, right?
Was it a tag team?
Yeah, it was a
Okay,
four-way.
so I'll
tag
ask it a
team.
different way. Who defeated The Rock at WrestleMania 2000 to retain the WWE Championship?
Triple H.
Oh,
So it was your turn.
yeah, it was Triple
You got
H.
it. You said
Okay.
it. He said it.
All right. Good job.
It was a fatal four-way, first of all. Fatal
Yeah.
four-way
I
elimination.
don't know why this said triple.
Mick Foley, Big Show,
The Rock and Triple
Rock, and Triple H. And
All right.
all four of the McMahons, Vince, Stephanie, Shane, and Linda had their own representative.
Oh, oh yeah, I forgot about that.
WrestleMania 2000.
Question number 6. Who was the first ever undisputed WWE
Chris
champion?
Jericho. He beat Rock and
Fucking
Austin in the
suck.
same night.
Chris Jericho. Was it 4-2?
Yeah.
Okay.
We need some harder questions.
know.
What is this?
Question.
At
I'm trying to
least
give
for
him a
him.
chance. I'm trying to give him.
At least for him, mine are fine. Those were fine.
Okay, you should know this one. What was the name of the faction led by Triple H and Shawn Michaels
Ooh.
that reformed in 2002?
DX.
DX.
They didn't reform, though.
It did reform.
They didn't reform.
Yeah.
He turned on him.
But they reformed before he turned
Yeah.
on.
No. They didn't return. They did not reform.
They went away and they came back.
I call bullshit on that.
No, they went. Either way, it's the Generation
That's
X.
bullshit. They didn't reform.
Okay, which? Okay, what was the name of the faction that was led by Triple H and Shawn Michaels
Yeah.
and never reformed? All right, question number 8.
He turned
have
on
what?
him, and they had that whole feud that whole year.
It's what, 4-3?
Yeah.
4-3. For you, which wrestler won the first ever Elimination Chamber match at Survivor Series 2002?
Shawn Michaels.
You got no chance.
I had no idea, too.
5-3.
It was Chris Jericho, Kane, Booker T, Shawn Michaels, Triple H.
What year was this?
2002.
I was gone by then. I don't know why we went all the way to 2005.
All right, so this question is going to be interesting.
You said you knew.
Yeah, I
Up
think
to
I was
2004.
wrong. I overestimated myself.
Okay, so get the 4th point.
Okay.
No, this one.
Hey, wasn't it first to 5?
What?
Yes, but you still haven't got to 5 yet.
This is rigged.
You know what? This one's worth 2 points.
Okay,
Just like the
thank you.
2020 election.
So this was worth 2 points. If you
Okay.
get this one, you win.
Okay.
Oh, this is. They're conspiring.
Who did Brock Lesnar
Ooh.
defeat at SummerSlam 2017?
Oh, I know this in the
to
hurt. Like
become
my
the
heart hurt.
youngest WWE champion at
20.
the time.
2017.
2002.
Oh, yeah. Who was it?
My heart hurts for say that because he did. But I just shocked the world, baby. I just shocked
That
the
was
world.
cheating.
I just shocked the
This is
world.
bullshit.
Hey, kids, believe in yourself. Okay? Goliath doesn't always win. Get the slingshot. Okay? Who is Goliath? David?
David.
David, there you go. I just shocked the world, baby. And
Complete the
And
analogy.
that was rigged. The Rock should have won that fight, but he lost. The Rock lost to Brock Lesnar. I just shocked the world.
That was.
Was it?
It
Oh. I was so shocked.
He was like, really?
was The Rock. And for a condolence point for number 5, what was the title of the WWE's weekly flagship television show that debuted in 1999?
Smackdown, baby.
Oh, he got it before you.
Wait.
Boom, 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 boom.
What was the title of the WWE?
Oh, okay. I was
Weekly-
thinking championships. I don't know why.
Okay.
I just shocked the world.
Again.
I
That
just
was a
shocked the world again.
That was the
Let
Rock
him have it,
show.
let him
Yeah,
have
yeah.
All right, would you like to do a victory speech now?
Heroes are remembered. Oh no, what is it?
They can't see your shirt.
Yes, you can.
No, you can't. What is? Just say what it says.
The Sandlot, baby.
The Sandlock. Okay, now go ahead and give your speech.
Heroes are remembered, but legends never die. Follow your heart, Kaya, and you never go wrong.
If you smell what the Rock is cooking.
That's
All
great.
right.
That's great.
See you next time. Peace.